Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've had the privilege of working with the BCRF since its inception and have seen the organization develop, and I just wanted to let you know that this organization probably dedicates the least amount of money to overhead and administration, and that is remarkable for a philanthropic organization. I have also been very fortunate in working at a great institution at MD Anderson, and one of my co-conspirators was just presented earlier today, Dr. Minchi Hung. Just to step back a moment, I think we have made very substantial progress in treating breast cancer. Since about 1990, the mortality for breast cancer has dropped by about a third in this country. That's huge. And going back further, one of my colleagues, Aman Bazdar, and I recently reviewed the history of breast cancer at MD Anderson since 1941, when it was started, up until now, and the improvement is incredible. Now, why has that happened? Well, it's the work of thousands of people, some of them in this room, but it is the consequence of earlier diagnosis, improvement in surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, and hormone therapy, and each of those have contributed a bit to the improvement of our ability to diagnose early, treat better, and produce fewer side effects and avoid deaths. You have heard many stories about chemotherapy, and many of us don't like chemotherapy any better than you do, but it has contributed a lot to what we do and what we do well. Minchi Hung and I have taken a somewhat different tack in our personal research with the understanding, or with the hope and vision, that instead of doing what chemotherapy does, and chemotherapy goes wherever the blood circulation goes, our vision is to develop treatments that go and target the cancer cell directly and avoid effects over healthy tissue. So we have had two wonderful projects supported by BCRF, and we would probably not have been able to do that and develop those projects in the absence of this funding, because they're a little bit on the crazy side. So for one of them, the normal cell has two types of genes that instruct it to either live longer or commit suicide. And that balance, those two groups of genes, that balance is lost, or it's tilted in favor of surviving for the cancer cell. So cancer cells live better and longer because of that imbalance. So we target that imbalance by developing a gene that pushes back. And we hope that it will convince the cancer cell to actually commit suicide. Now, the challenge with that project is how to deliver it to the cancer cell. And we have worked, my co-conspirator has worked on that tirelessly. We have worked on developing a carrier molecule that we can load this gene onto, and then the carrier molecule drives it to the cancer cell, gives it as Greek-sparing gifts, and hopefully the cancer cell will accept that and die. That's one project. The other one is to take the ability of cancer cells to grow their own blood vessels and get nurture and eliminate waste through that mechanism. We can target the special blood vessels that feed cancer deposits, and we are in the process of getting to the point where we can take that technology into the first clinical trial in humans. And all of that has been done with the support of BCRF, and we hope that in the future that will add to what we have achieved with the big four: surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and hormones. So thank you, BCRF.
Thank you, Gabe.